Welcome to the Lock-In Podcast, episode 11 now. God damn, we're in the double digits. How are you doing today, Sean?
I'm doing all right. I'm keeping sane.
That's good.
That's
That's all we can ask for.
I feel like every time you ask someone now, how are you? It's like, yeah, I'm killing time, keeping sane. Haven't murdered anyone on my street yet. Not wearing their skin. Joel can confirm this. He can see me.
He's not currently wearing... I can only see the top half of you, so I don't know overall. But visibly, I can't see you wearing skin right now.
Okay, well...
Or someone else's skin.
Well, as far as Joel's knows, I haven't murdered anyone.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there are a few little blood spatters on your face there.
Oh, shaving.
Okay. Yeah, it's still strange. Obviously, lockdown week 6 now. I don't know where we are, to be honest. It's week 5. I don't know how long we're into it. I've lost track.
Time has no meaning.
So yeah, it really doesn't.
What's time? What are days of the week? What is April?
Yeah, I was so confused that this was a weekend. I just didn't have a clue what day we were on earlier, because my parents all just are in all the time. My brother's in, just working from home. So like, when he goes, oh, do you want to do something? I'm like, oh, you're not working? He's like, it's the weekend. Like, it doesn't click at all anymore. Like, I don't have a clue.
It's like every day's a weekend.
Yeah. I work on the weekends as well. I've been editing most of the day today. So for me, it really just blends. It means absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, it's just getting bizarre now. It's like a weird, I think everyone's in that weird mind state now. It's like a very strange long holiday, but you're not being paid.
Yes.
Well,
yeah. What do you...
If you're self-employed, you're not being paid anyway, but I mean, even more so.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I think it's tough, isn't it? Because some people are earning, like, on furlough. Hopefully, a lot of people are still working from home. Good on them. 100% if you can. Well done. But it's so difficult to be like, when you're home and you're furloughed, it's like, do I relax? It feels like a 50-50. Do I relax? Like, I've got all this time off that I'll never have again. Or should I be really productive and learn like new skills because I've got all this time off and I'll never have it again? It's like a strange... I guess do what you want, really. Yeah. But it feels like I should almost be doing more than I'm doing.
I generally feel like I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to relax while being productive. Which, if anyone's wondering how does that work, the short answer is it doesn't. It doesn't work. You can't relax and be productive. It just don't work.
Yeah, it just gets into like a weird middle ground, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I was just gonna have a look, see what my stress level was like today. Actually, my stress level has been high and medium all day. So I was thinking maybe I've been relaxing today. Maybe no.
Can you not look at like the monthly or weekly? Because I actually interested because for some reason your watch tells you that you're basically like the most stressed person on the planet.
Yeah, it says I'm always in medium stress. Like when I'm in low stress or calm, like honestly when I'm playing games is the only time I've ever been calm. Like chill games, like Fishing Planet. If I'm playing League of Legends, it's high stress. But it's a strange situation. Anyway, what were you drinking today, Sean?
Corona. Because I like living life I think I made the joke every single episode. But
I was going to say, you've said that so many times. Oh, I love it. So you having, a couple of Coronas tonight?
Yeah, just like a couple of Coronas.
Fantastic.
I had one while we were playing Yuki. So.
Oh, nice. You're already one deep.
I'm only one deep.
Top that.
By the end, I'll be two.
Too deep. In too deep. I'm trying to keep
that's what I was getting
in my head. I love Sum 41. I don't think we can get striked for that, can we? I don't know what the rules are on singing like copyrighted songs.
YouTube, baby. I'm not sure about Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify's surely got to be fine.
Yeah.
Like YouTube might be like, hey, you cannot monetize that. Well, not that we are anyway, but bans.
Well, it's YouTube. We're going to get we've mentioned it. You sang a few words and you mentioned the band. That's it. It's down. It's going to get demonetized.
Sum 41 owns all our money now. Damn it. I'm drinking a Kronenberg pear, as that's the only thing I had in the cabin. I still haven't bought any alcohol at all this whole lockdown, and obviously I've been drinking bottles of wine whatever. I'm just emptying it out slowly, the log cabin where we store it all.
Yeah, if you're trying not to sound posh compared to our last couple of episodes, because you're scared of what we may, your reputation may look like, you're failing miserably. Yes, I was drinking wine.
But drinking wine isn't a posh thing. It's just a regular
poncy.
drink, isn't it?
It's a bit poncy.
A bit poncy.
It's a mix.
Bottle of wine.
I feel like wine's a mix between being a bit poncy to being a full-blown pisshead. Like if you have, I feel like if you were drinking wine out of the bottle from a brown paper bag, I would accept it.
Well, that's more acceptable than just drinking a casual half bottle of wine on a night.
Or you're drinking it from a glass, or like a normal like tea mug.
Oh, I drink it out of a wine glass.
Yeah,
like a regular human being.
You posh person. I do want to point out that we've been doing like so many quizzes. And the last, I think, was it the last quiz? No, the second to last quiz we did. This guy turned up in a blazer, drinking red wine in a glass. Like, hello, chaps. I'm up for this. I'm up for this fantastic spiffing game of quizzing.
Yeah, I love a quiz, and we have done so many. We have done so many.
I could be too many. Nah,
no,
there's no such thing.
I love a quiz, especially that I keep winning. So
I don't know. I beat you once.
You've won once, Jack
and I
won
almost
mine,
beat you,
and I've won the other two.
Yeah, and I almost beat you this time. 1 point.
You did.
1 point.
1 point in it, and you only beat me by 1 point before. But yeah, I love the quizzes. They are fantastic. But dressing up for the quiz, because I don't dress up for anything anymore. It's fun to like dress up and host, Joel, and just get a bit bevy, looks nice.
The thing is, I like you say you like to dress up. You didn't really dress up before. You've only started to dress up. We've had a conversation about this already. You only for most of Joel's life that I've known him, he was like, yeah, tracksuit bottoms, so really bad trainers that are like bright green, and whatever t-shirt that was not wrinkled and everything else. It's only in the last, what would you say, 2 or 3 years? I'd say 3
years. Yeah, first and second year of university, I didn't want to wear jeans. Like I would go to like the SU in tracksuit bottoms and trainers.
Trash.
It was, yeah. I just didn't care about my appearance at all. But yeah, it was probably midway through second year of uni, I really started caring about how I look, and now I dress. I think I dress nice now.
But you still wear.
Sometimes
But you still wear those disgusting orange trainers. Was it green trainers?
I've got luminous like yellowy green trainers.
Buy some decent shoes, man.
I've got a pair of black trainers now because I had to buy them. I bought them for work because I could wear what I wanted, but I thought the yellow ones were a bit obnoxious and they're really tatty. So I bought some black like running shoes. So I own those, and that's what I wear day to day now. But they are still trainers. I don't wear like Converse or anything. Or suit shoes.
I think that's the main difference. When I go out, I generally wear shoes or boots now. But I very rarely will wear trainers.
I think trainers are just so good. I still wear for comfort. I would never wear something that I'm uncomfortable in, to like look nice. I like the jeans I wear the ones I'm even wearing right now are the comfiest jeans I've ever purchased, and I wear them all the time. I'll whenever they come back out the wash, I'm like straight back on. Actually, this is a question. Me and Callum had a chat the other day. How many times do you wear a pair of jeans before you wash them?
It depends what I've been doing. If I've been on like a hefty night out, where there's been a lot of boozing and everything else, they go straight in the wash. If I was doubt, yeah. If it's just like quarantine, I'll probably wear twice, maybe 3 times.
All right, I said I wash them after every time I wear them, especially when I get hot.
That makes sense.
Sometimes I'll wear them. Sometimes I'll wear them twice. Rarely. And Callum thought I was insane. Callum said, "Ask everyone else, and they will not wash them that many times. They'll wear them for a week, then wash them." And I was like, "No way."
I'm not sure about whether it depends. I wear my work stuff like to the ground basically. I'll happily wear like work. I wear tracksuit bottoms. I'll take my shirt weekly because I sweat that there's no tomorrow. But work tracksuit bottoms, I'm travelling to and from it and everything else. I'll wear them for a week and then I'll wash them and then I'll wear them again for a week.
Okay.
But I mean, I do a different type of job too. You work at a desk.
100%.
I,
Yes.
you know, when I'm outside, getting dusty and disgusting. I normally wear trousers over the top or like overalls over the top anyway, to keep the dust out. So when I go home, I'm not absolutely filthy, which can easily happen.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to have to wash it over and over again because you'll be washing it every night that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
get it.
then I have to have a tracksuit for every single day. It's like, what's the point? It's just a waste of money.
Yeah.
I
can see that. I can see that.
That's one thing I'll do. But if it's like nice clothes, like my nice stuff and everything else, I'll normally wear it. I won't wear it and then go, right, it has to be washed. Unless, as I said, if I'm on a hefty night out and I'm dancing and everything else, it's sweating and disgusting, I'll do it then. But I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I'll wear it more than once. I'll wear it about 2 to 3 times, depending on what it is.
2 to 3 times. Okay, yeah. So I took the advice. I was like, maybe I'll start wearing them twice, and I've been doing that, and I think that's fine. Like, every guy does the sniff test. You just like, smell alright, fine, perfect, put them back on.
Boxers, I'm very, very anal on. Unless I'm like, unless I'm specifically travelling light, and therefore I have to like, when I say travelling light, when I'm going to a festival, I don't want to carry, because you have to carry everything there, and you have to, everything to carry there. You have to, and yes, you do have to, for people who leave with your shit behind, you do have to take it all back.
Yeah.
I know it's tempting to leave it there. I feel your pain. Trust me.
But you do have to take it back. Do not just litter it.
Yeah, after spending, a week? Most of the time I'm there for the whole week, normally for a festival, and I get like an average of like 7 hours sleep for the whole week. With drinking crates of beer and everything else. I get it. The last thing you want to do is pack everything up. You just want to leave it there. But yeah, you take it with you. At least you take it with you to at least bin it in a recycling bin or whatever it is and everything else.
So you would wear underwear and like socks and stuff more than one day at a festival?
I'll take a spare pair with me in case it gets absolutely disgusting and everything else, and I'll take probably 3 pairs of socks. But I know what I normally do.
So you take one spare pair of underwear, 3 pairs of socks on a festival.
Do you know what I tend to do?
Nuts.
Because festival season happens in summer. What I tend to do, and what I hope happens, is it's really sunny. And lucky enough, I've been lucky. I've never been rained on particularly that bad. So I wear swimming trunks.
Oh, okay.
And then I just go, and when I go have, because you're drinking that much and everything else, you get only a shower. So I'll go have these. I try and get at least one shower in. I go one shower in, and I basically wash the shorts as well at the same time. So I gave everything a decent wash.
Okay, I mean that's decent enough. Festivals I know are renowned for being disgusting. You go there for a week. My only one I've been to, I went for 4 days. Still, it was like, I need a shower, and baby wiped myself down all the time. But I would never at the festival. Obviously, it was my first one. Maybe if I went again, it'd be a bit different. New pair of underwear every day, new socks, new t-shirt every day. I would never wear the same t-shirt twice in a row.
See, when the first time I went to a festival, that's what I did that, and then it got to the point where, because you hang over every morning and everything else, it's just a quicker, easier, and you got to carry everything. It's room in your bag.
Yeah.
Everything else, and the good thing as well, not like it's getting a matter this year, but next year when the festival's all back on and everything else, always check where the nearest store is in case if you do follow my advice, not Joel's advice on the underwear situation, and you get caught, and you do get caught short.
Yeah,
you got to know where to buy them from.
Yes. They do sell them everywhere, don't they?
Yeah, I know exactly that. Reading Festival I've been to about I think 3 times now. I know exactly that if I get caught, like if something happens, I don't know, like my trousers get ripped off and everything else, which I've seen happen, or someone gets drunk and poops themselves and everything else, which I've seen happen. Just in the middle of a festival, just someone like, oh no, I've had an accident in the middle of a concert. It's like, you're disgusting. Get the hell out of here. Go home.
That's rank.
Go home. You're drunk.
That is far too drunk. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'll for a pie, but there's a limit. You're living in a tent. You've got to be a little bit sensible.
Yeah, just lose complete control of your bowels.
You've got to be sensible to a degree at a festival.
Do you think that's just drunk, or do you reckon that's something else? Surely that's got to be another substance, right?
It could be other things. No, I know people shat themselves because they've just been alcohol.
Oh, I've never. I mean, I've been drunk. I don't think I've ever.
I've never
could ever be that drunk.
I've never done that. I've never been that drunk. I've done a lot of strange and embarrassing stuff while drunk, but I've never done that.
No, that's one thing to not tick off the list. But yeah, I can't wait for another festival, but I don't think I would change on that, to be honest. I'm very clean. I don't like mud. You know this. I don't like sand. I hate sand. I hate mud. I'm a quite clean person. Even though I love exploring.
Yeah, no,
I just keep clean.
I accept. No, I'm generally a clean person. We shower every day and everything else. But I mean, it's at a festival, you have to accept the fact that you're roughing it for. You know, if you're camping, you're roughing it, and you have to accept the fact you're roughing it, and don't take anything more than you're willing to take back.
Yeah.
And because I've been there a couple of times, there's stuff that I want there that you got to have a chair, you got to have a tent. I like to have a tent that's got a bit more room in it. I don't like having I like to spread out a little bit and everything else. I like to have a blow up mattress. Got to have that stuff and everything else. And you got also, you got stuff to carry in. You got drinks to carry in and everything else. Flag poles and everything else. It's you got to weigh it up.
Flag poles.
Mate, I had the biggest flag pole already.
Yeah.
It was rainbow coloured. I didn't realise it was rainbow, but it was rainbow coloured, and he had a unique flag.
Unique?
Yeah. Well, my sister made it. It was "Get out of our swamp." It was the Shrek symbol. Get out of our swamp.
Shrek symbol on a rainbow flag. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know. I can't remember why we were talking about jeans. But I just wanted to bring that up as Callum brought it to me the other day, and I thought I can't be the only person that washes them like every time or every other day. I thought he was weirder than I was. So once a week is excessive, right?
I wouldn't.
Or not excessive enough.
Once a week, you gotta have a very laid back week. You gotta have a very laid back week.
I don't think even if I did nothing, if I put my jeans on and sat down for 7 days, I'd still want to wash them halfway through. No way would I.
Personally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
But anyway, that's just us. I thought I'd love to know. Write it in the comments. Hit us up. Let us know how often you wash your jeans.
Yeah. And if you're a woman, say your preference on this, because really, you're the opinions that kind of would change a man's point of view. Let's be honest. Our point of view doesn't really matter. It's what you lot.
That is a
women have more power than they realise.
Yes. We do this to impress people. Hence why I dress nice. Now, I have to impress people.
How long did that take you to realise?
I don't know. I mean, I've been successful not dressing nicely for years. So, I guess I just decided for it. It's for myself more, really. Yeah.
I think looking good is a good. If you're on the pool, I would generally say that you got to look good because you're presenting the best. You got to look good. You got to smell good because you're presenting the best version of yourself. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, what we brought up on the podcast, not on the podcast, on when we were pub quizzing earlier, is that now I when I'm going out for like a night out, if I've got spots, I put concealer on. Yeah, you guys, the guys all found this very strange. I was like, this is normal, mind, right?
Well, no,
but this is not normal, apparently. Yeah.
Well, I don't do that. I've never ever done that. If I have a spot, I'll be like, oh, it's a spot. I'm just got to accept the fact there's a spot.
Yeah.
It's
I get that.
And everything else. It's part of the thing. But I would never wear concealer. You didn't know it was makeup though.
No, I didn't know it was makeup. I didn't know what it was. I just said, it's just part of the thing, isn't it? They said, the guys were like, you wear makeup. And I was like, no, concealer. And then the girls were like, that's definitely makeup. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I think I put it on just because, I feel like when you go out, like I don't wear this daily. I'm saying when I go out. Girls that get themselves sorted, they take like an hour or so to do themselves up. The least I can do is put 10 minutes of effort in to look, smell nice, like give myself a trim. Like, put the effort in as well if you're out to meet people.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, that's just my part of the routine.
Yeah. I mean, I know my reaction at the time was like, oh my God, that's so weird. But looking back at it now, I'm like, kind of makes sense. I still would never do it, but it does kind of make sense. I'm still not going to wear makeup. I've never worn makeup on purpose.
On purpose? What do you mean?
Well, no, I've been at parties and I got drunk and girls are like, I won't put makeup on your face. And I've gone like, all right.
You're a simp.
What?
You're a simp, mate.
What's
simp.
that?
It's like the common like insult going around at the moment, the fad insult. It just means like to embarrass yourself to want to have sex with a woman. But
is this like the new boomer thing?
Yeah, this is the new boomer for sure. It'll be gone in a week. This podcast will release after it's irrelevant at all.
Yeah, it's already irrelevant.
Yeah.
I like how the internet has taken like every single like insult, like every single slight insult, and like how extreme can we take it? It's just made it lose every single meaning ever. It's like this insult used to have something, and then the internet happened.
Honestly, like simp is now used for like people that if you just compliment a woman, you're just like, oh, you look really nice today. People just call you a simp. It's so good. It is very funny. Yeah, I do love it. But I think we put the effort in. And actually, talking about putting effort in, I got Hinge. Or I had two girls sort me out and made me a Hinge account. I sent them over a bunch of photos.
I think you mentioned this in the podcast last week.
So I mentioned that I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Okay, it has happened. Right, okay.
Yes. It's so boring. Oh my God, I'm so bored of it already.
I was saying it's not as... I did try to say it's not as good as it is. There's a lot of... Have you had anyone like kind of like do the one word reply thing?
Well, no, I've had a few people and a few conversations, but I'm not very good at texting, nor am I interested in texting. Oh, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, that was my problem. I hate messaging. I had to put actual... Unless I actually know the person, I could do inside jokes and stuff like that. If I don't know the person, that's the problem, is that you don't know someone. And it's so easy to get to know someone in person.
Yeah, 5 minutes of in person is worth an hour of texting, correct? Like constant texting.
I'll say a day of texting. It's really like because I don't see a point. Because the point with texting is that you can say a really sarcastic joke and then they may not see it sarcastic. They may see it's completely serious.
And it feels weird. It's like, where do you draw the line? I've tried to write like funny chat up lines to people. My humor's quite dark normally, so I'm like, so maybe some of the people didn't respond. It was.
I want to hear some of your chat up lines. I want to hear some of the ones that quite clearly did not work.
Oh mate,
I think they're the ones. I think they're the ones that people want to hear. People want to hear the really dark humor ones that 100% would never gonna work.
Oh mate, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. Some of them are just terrible, I'm sure. One person though, I saw. Actually, I promise you, I can send you the screenshot. Their profile, I didn't find them that attractive. They were like, all right, but their profile said, "I would rather burn to." It said, "My deepest fear." It said, "I would rather burn to death than drown." No, I would rather drown than burn to death. Sorry, was that way around? And I was like, no way. So like the would you rather from last episode, and I was like, well, I have to message them. So I just said, I think I wrote, with you on that one, I'd rather get eaten by a shark than drown, like halfway down or something. And they were like, they responded to me, and I just never responded back like an idiot. But
well, did you think it was like me or Ed?
Yeah, I also made a bet with Sean and Ed that if they could download Hinge, these are two of my friends, Sean obviously on the podcast, Ed's and the different guy that we did the quiz with. If they can download Hinge and catfish me into saying, hey, let's go on a date or let's meet up, I will pay them £50.
But I feel like this is going to get to a point now where Joel's going to meet like you're going to meet like the perfect girl. She's going to be there like, you have a few chats, she'll be like, right, so you want to play some League? And you'll be like, right, Ed, Sean, which one is it? You'll cough up. Yeah. And she'll be like, and you just go reply like, who's this Ed and Sean? Like, no, the joke's over, seriously. You're not getting the 50 quid.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And the next time we meet up on like on Zoom or wherever it is, he'd be like, right guys, nice try, and we'll be like, we haven't done it yet.
I mean, that'd be funny if I meet the dream girl and then ruin it because I think it's you guys. But also, surely you would lie still on the Zoom call. Like if you get to house party, I'm like, all right, which one of it was you? Even if let's say it's the other way around, I would 100% lie and go, definitely wasn't me, and make you feel like you've missed the shot with like the dream girl.
I so badly would.
Yeah, of
So
course,
bad.
of course
So
we would.
you'd be like, I don't know if this person's real or not.
Yeah, exactly, and put them in the test. But that'd be so funny still. I think that's why I found it hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to try and talk and get back into the dating scene. I've been out for a while now.
I like the fact you're trying to get into the dating scene during lockdown.
Not ideal. Yeah.
All your time to try and do it. This is not the best.
Yeah, this was the time that I could get other people to make my profile. This is I didn't want to do it myself. So
Fair enough.
it's there. It's an option. I don't think it's for me. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but I'm going to give it a good shot. The girls put effort in. I'm going to give it a good shot.
All right, fair enough.
And yeah. Have you? Sorry, I know you said you had a few topics. I've got a couple as well. Do you want to list them off?
I feel like we should. We could list them off and everything else, but I feel like we should probably talk about Kiwi Delivery Service before we goddamn forget. Because it's we're half an hour in and we haven't even mentioned it yet.
That is a good point. As always, our anime Studio Ghibli section. This is now our third episode in, I believe. So this is the third by one name that you butchered and I don't have a clue of.
God, I haven't even written it down this time. That guy.
That guy. Kiki's Delivery Service was the next one, and well, you lead us off. You said you'd written down a few notes. I've got nothing. I watched it just before this podcast.
I didn't realise it was actually based on a novel. It's not an original story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's based on a novel of the same name, and it was released in. I did think I wrote that down. I did not write that down. Oh,
That's all right.
Yeah, it was at one point in the one other. It was released into the world, and that's how me and Joel. In case you haven't realised.
And now we watched it.
Do you think people will notice I didn't do much research?
The thing is, you picked this up. You were like, "Oh yeah, I've done research on this. I have a lot to say about Kiki's Delivery Service." Just say your opinion.
I do have a lot to say about it, but I have a lot to say about the film and not about when it was released. Does anyone care?
I don't think anyone cares. I mean, they can Google it. They can Google it after this podcast.
It was released some point in the 90s. There we go.
Sweet. So, what are your thoughts? What did you think of it?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I really liked it. Yeah, I felt like I said. I think I described the last one as the flying in the air with the snowman and everything else. This one kind of reminded me a little bit of like Winnie the Pooh or like Paddington story.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like a real wholesome story. And the one thing I always say is that I feel like Castle in the Sky, you could tell that he was kind of working his way through a style, working way through a way of telling a story. I feel like with My Neighbor Totoro and with Kiwi Delivery Service, I felt like he's mastered the art of making films where there's not much of a story. It's like someone's told someone a story, like a grandma tells you a story, or he's read a diary entry or something, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to turn this into a movie."
Yeah, I can totally see that.
It's not really. I'm trying to think. What is it? It is about something, but it's not really about anything. At the same token, it's not like Terminator or anything like Terminator or any other live action movie. It's like, so what is it about? It's about this. You can kind of say directly what it is, and
yeah, there's a story arc, a beginning, middle, and end that develop each character, right? This is just it's casual.
Yeah, it's someone's life. It's literally what it is. It's literally someone's little bit of life, and you get to witness it.
Yeah, I have to agree fully with that. I loved it as well. I can see the progression that he took, because although I think My Neighbor Totoro is beautiful and very good, this one felt like the nicest wrap up of a story. Like it flowed very, very well. There was only a couple of days in it. Like it was over like 4 days or something. 3 days. I feel
like it was over a short period of time. I felt like a week maybe.
Yeah, and it was great. Like there's a load. It's super cute. It's about someone being a bit of an outcast, how they come to deal with it, how they meet people that enjoy the same thing and help inspire them, and how they come to terms with exactly what they are and what they want to do. And that's being a witch.
I mean, I have to say that the flying scenes, I don't know how they done it. But the flying scenes were done so well. It was like, yes, I believe. I know it's a drawing. It's not a real. It's a 2D animated object. Okay, it's not a real thing. But I watched it. I was like, yeah, they're flying, along with geese. That's a real. I was pretty brought into the atmosphere of it, and I don't know. The one thing I kind of realised is that because obviously 2D animation now is kind of in the Western climate anyway. It's kind of almost dead. With all retrospect, I mean, Disney don't do it anymore. Pixar have never done it. DreamWorks don't do it. It's all very much all 3D animation and everything else. Mm-hmm. And although they can deliver, Pixar have done it time and time again. They do deliver impact and emotion, and Frozen done it and Tangled. But I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah, deeper meanings in a very casual story.
Yeah, but well. There's something about the 2D animation that makes it. The impacts are so much more whimsical. I don't know what it's very hard to it's like I believe they're flying. When something happens, it's like, yeah, I can. It sounds a bit weird, maybe because it's 2D and therefore it's got a human element to it, because it's a computer thing. Someone's clicking things and everything else. It's more of the story process. But I guess because the 2D's more got the hand drawn element to it, even. Now that most of them are done with some sort of computer technology to help make it look smoother and everything else, it still has that very human emotion bit that you kind of get from art. It just feels more emotional. To me, it feels like more emotional. It's like more than something that 2D animation will always have over 3D animation. It's like I'm not saying that Disney haven't done it, because Lion King have done it. That's the thing that makes Lion King so brilliant, and the thing that makes the original Aladdin so good. I think the original Aladdin was so better compared to the remake.
That's because they had Robin Williams, mate.
Yeah, but it's just, but everything was so much brighter. The animation, you have licenses to do stuff with characters, and you can buy into it because it's a drawing and it's got personality. You can add more personality to a drawing.
You can do so much more.
Yeah,
especially than a live action.
Yeah, I mean, live action, you're limited by human objects, and with 3D animation, you're limited to the point where you're limited because if you take the expressions too far, it looks like the people are going to rape you in your sleep. Oh no, come on! We've all seen very bad 3D animation. It's like a soulless, like just two eyes stare at you with an oversized grin, going, "Hello, Johnny." It's like, well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
I love it when games do that, like video games, when the animation kind of janks out, like in the Assassin's Creed one, and then like people have proper creepy faces, like their eyes start flying out their sockets and stuff like that. Yeah, when it goes wrong, it's perfect. It can either be creepy or even more comical.
Yeah, but I really do. Yeah, I really do love it. I also feel like this. I think the reason why the director picked this. So I feel like I'm ranting. I haven't let you spoken at all. If you actually want to pick at any point, feel free.
My comments, honestly, I said weird nude comment made by Cat on Young Child, and then loved the concept, nice chill out film, outcast feelings. That was my notes. Fair enough. I think you covered everything. I was going to say, I don't like that all the Japanese cartoons do make nude comments about children. That's creepy.
Oh God!
But
that
was it.
Fix that.
You were making it sound lovely.
They do need to fix it. I didn't feel like it was that. I didn't remember there being that much of a nude scene though.
No, there was no nude scene at all. There was no. At one point, they're flying back, and it goes, "Oh, that woman wants to draw you," and then the talking cat's like, "Without clothes on," to a 13-year-old, and I was like, "Excuse me?
Yeah,
can you? No."
Yeah, Japan needs to learn some sort of boundary. I don't know why they don't have that boundary thing. It could be really off-putting because you could be watching like a really fun, okay-ish, like it doesn't have to be a good story. Yeah. You could just be watching a good example would be No Game No Life. Compared
I think we mentioned that before.
Yeah, I think we have, but it's like watching like it's okay, and that's a little girl. Don't section. You stop it.
Yeah,
bad Japan. Bad.
I think you were making a much lovelier point. The whole thing is beautiful and stunning, and the storyline's great. I just find those comments really do pull me out of the immersion. And I really wish they would stop doing it.
I understand completely.
Mm.
I think it's because I think I'll watch a little bit more. I don't know. Do you think I'll watch more anime than you?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rarely watch it
because I watched a bit more because it wasn't actually shown. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't pick up on it. But you pointed out, I was like,
just become blind to it.
Well, no, it was spoken about, but it wasn't actually. Normally, it's spoken about and then it happens, and then it soon happens. I'm like, oh, okay, just skip this episode and hope it doesn't happen again. And if it happens again in the next episode, like, it's basically what happens is, I say I'm done. That's the end. I don't watch it anymore. That's it. It's dead to me. I can't do it. It's just too weird. But I think
this was my favourite of the 3 so far.
Yeah, I think this is my favourite of the 3.
I would give it an 8.5 out of 10.
To me,
that's my Studio Ghibli rating today.
I feel like this was also like a personal. I think the reason why he did this personally was for a personal. It felt like more of a personal piece, or at least a note for anyone who wants to get into animation or wants to get into do anything they want to love and do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it feels that way. Like, the woman goes off. She wants to be a witch. Struggles. She gets a little bit like, do I really want to do it? Do I not want to do it? And then finally gets success and everything. So I feel like I feel like he was telling his story through another person's story almost. That makes sense. I felt like a very personal thing.
Yeah, I can 100% see that, and I think that did come off. It did feel personable, and it was talking to the audience. So, yeah, I can 100% see that.
Especially when it's like the artist and the little girl, and everything else. And she's like talking about her art and this and everything else. It felt like it was very much like him going like, "Oh yeah, I was at that point once. Don't worry, it goes." Yeah,
and the support from strangers that you get. Yeah, it was beautiful. I think it was very well done.
I think it's great. I loved it. So if the sound sounded weird, I was talking to my beer bottle.
That's fine. As long as we're talking at the mic this time, you don't keep looking away then talking.
Also, the other thing I want to say is the birthday girl in the film.
What, knobhead?
Yeah, I was about to say that. So I was like, oh, she gets there and everything else, and I was like, oh man, this pie better be goddamn. I was so into it. I was in that bit there. I was so into it. I was like, yeah, so good. Yeah, it's like, oh god, I hate the pie. I was like, you bitch. I was actually like, throw the pie in her face. I was so like, oh, god damn it.
It's worth it. Throw it at her.
It's so worth it.
Yeah. It was strange. It was basically like young people are douches and old people are cool. There was a lot of that. Yeah, every young person except
we are douches,
Tobo. Oh yeah. Yeah, Tombo. What's his name? Tombo.
Well, the kid.
Yeah, the one that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, I kept putting the effort in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't wait for the next one. I don't know what the name is. I'm not going to look it up now.
I do. I actually have written that down, and
You're a top lad. Well done hosting.
It's Porco Rosso, and the description on IMBD or DB even BD.
IMDb, International Movie Database.
All right. Literally, this is the sentence underneath that thing. In the 1930s, Italy, a veteran World War I pilot is cursed to look like an anthropomorphic pig.
Ah!
I mean...
Okay.
I love the fact that the sentence started off normal, it's all good, and then it's a walking, talking pig.
I'm about it, and I cannot wait.
To me, for some reason, that sums up Japanese storytelling. It's like, yep, it's a nice, normal story and everything else. You know what? It's a little bit too normal. We just need to add this just one little thing that make it stand out. I know, we make him a pig.
Yeah. Like, boom. Can you imagine this story after this hero has escaped? How do we just summarize him? Make him a pig and tell him his story again.
How do we tell someone's struggle through life and everything else? How can we make it better? Make him a witch.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm a big fan of it.
It works though. I don't know. It does work.
It has worked very well for these films. I wouldn't say every anime is good because not every TV show is good, but Studio Ghibli is hitting the mark with me quite nicely. Yeah, I'm glad that we chose to do this.
So yeah, Porco Rosso. I don't know what's after that, but I haven't heard much about this one.
Okay, I'm happy to just leave it and go. We'll talk about the next one. Watch it, keep up, then you can enjoy our next 10-minute segment on talking about the Pig Man.
I have got a
Anyway,
list somewhere.
I was going to say as well, feedback that we got, because me and you have both posted the last one and we're speaking. We got more and more feedback, which is lovely. Thank you guys so much for listening and talking back to us. We got over 50 listeners on Spotify now, 50 listens or views on YouTube. I don't know what our Apple Podcast ones are, but we're doing all right. I think we appreciate you guys lots for listening. Some of the feedback we got is that they were quite long. That was on the 9th one.
Yeah.
And we have reduced that. It's between an hour and a half now. They love our banter, really good. But the one comment that stood out to me
is it
is
about
that
me?
No, it's not. They say you drink, but you guys never sound drunk. And I was like, you haven't listened to all of them. Listen to like number 5, Sean was hammered.
I got wasted.
But I was thinking, for our 21st podcast, that would mean we do it for half a year. 21st is a big number as well. It's our 21st birthday kind of thing. We get hammered.
Yeah.
We drink beforehand. We do an extra long one. And we get hammered.
Deal. I mean,
yeah.
To be fair, I might get hammered before then on a podcast. It may happen. It might happen with you. We've been quite... I have to be honest, I feel like we have been quite taming it a little bit.
At the moment, I think both of our livers hurt from the pub quiz that we keep doing because we drink quite a lot during them.
Yes. It's...
More that we keep doing, we keep drinking.
Yeah, you basically drink a whole bottle of wine last time.
Yes, yeah.
Because
I had a bottle of wine to myself. I poured one glass out for my dad, and then I drank the rest.
Oh, so there is a heart there somewhere.
Sharing's caring.
Deep down, there is a heart. You have to dig. You have to dig a little bit, but it is there.
But these pub quizzes go on for like 4 hours because it's a pub quiz and a chat, isn't it? So we talk afterwards. So over the 4 hours, a bottle of wine's not the end of the world. Or 5 hours. One of them went on till like 5 a.m. It was horrible.
Was that my one?
It was good fun chatting.
No, it wasn't my one.
Yeah, I think it was after your one. It was me and Ed just talked till like 5 a.m. and I was like, what are we doing? Like, let's go to bed. We have nothing to go to bed for though, so it just keeps happening. But yeah, so I thought that could be a fun thing to look forward to, like a big event, our 21st podcast.
I definitely agree. I'm definitely up for that.
Yeah.
It may happen beforehand as well. I mean, I think we've spoken about our main alcohols before, but mine's basically beer, whiskey, and rum, and yours is basically, I think now it's wine and cider, isn't it? And vodka.
Vodka for sure. Yeah, vodka's my main drink.
But I think you've drank all your vodka, haven't you?
No, I've got more. I've just got nice ones, so I haven't been drinking them for the pub quizzes because they're like very nice ones that I should enjoy and not drink a lot of.
Well, I think we should. So you can always drink it for a podcast.
Very true. Pour myself out nice shots, and I've been dying to make myself some espresso martinis. I found a new cold brew that you can make it with, and it's going to be wonderful. I cannot wait. I can't wait for this to be over and to make all of you guys, like all the quiz lot, espresso martinis because they're going to be top notch. I just can't wait for this to be over. I'm actually missing social contact. To be fair, I mean, I don't want to. As I said, I don't want to moan because as I said, we are in a fortunate position. We can go off to the field and get some me time and everything else, and it is the way it is. But I am missing meeting up with people and having a laugh and everything else. It's something different about with a screen between you. I mean, I've gotten used to it. You can get used to anything. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I would agree that I crave social interaction, and I do feel like I'm missing it quite a lot. All I keep doing is going, where can I go on holiday next? Where do I go on holiday? And I'm like going stir crazy to like go on holiday.
Well, we are actually planning a road trip. Believe it or not, guys, this actually may happen. And if it does happen, it will go on YouTube, and it will be documented.
That'd be funny.
Very poorly.
Yeah. We can definitely document that. But I think this sort of thing is perfect for us, right? Like, I feel this lockdown has made me realize, just do things. Don't wait around. Like, oh my God, it's just not worth waiting. So I wanted to go to Thailand, it got cancelled, blah, blah, blah. I think I've mentioned all this before. Yeah. Just do it. Think about it, do it. Also, thinking about things and doing things. Sorry, we can go back to road trip in just a second.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Has anyone wanted to get a qualification in anything, absolutely anything, and as being like, oh, I can't afford to do a course on anything, or get a qualification. There is, I've got it up on my tab just to make sure I got it right. Ivy League courses. I will put this link in the description of everything. If you want to do a course, there are universities or colleges, I believe, out in the USA that are offering free courses on so many subjects right now. Free 6 to 12 week courses that you can do free of charge, and some of them offer diplomas at the end. Like, if you've ever wanted to learn something or you are bored, do it.
This is literally the time to do it.
100%. I mean, I had to look through them because this was suggested to me because I get bored and I'm busy now anyway, but I'd love to do this. There is Journey of the Universe and Super Earth and Life. So Super Earths, sorry, it's like other planets that could hold Earth-like atmospheres and life. Ooh. This is just science, things that really interest me. And I can get course qualifications in this. Both of those. To help me move into future careers if that's what I want to do.
So, which one are you taking, Joe? That's basically the question. Which one?
I haven't signed up for either yet.
Take?
They both interest me so much. Some of them are at your own pace. Some of them have certain start dates. So don't wait around. Click on it. Look at the damn course you want. If it starts tomorrow, click on it and sign up. But there's art and design, there's data science, mathematics, engineering, programming, personal development, social sciences. I'm just listing off them. I just think it's amazing that they're offering this. I think it's a great thing, and I love it. And if people, it's just such a great opportunity. I think people are missing out if they don't do it.
And I just want to clarify, Joel, you're not being paid, are you?
I'm not being paid. I wish they paid me.
It sounds like an ad.
Yeah, I'm so passionate about learning, and that people should learn. I think this would be a shame a shame to pass up, because you'll never get this again. No, imagine university colleges offering free courses. What?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the main reason why me and you love quizzes, because you never get to know all of them, but you will end up learning something. Yeah. And you might be surprised at how much you do know sometimes.
100%.
Like we had a mythology round, and I know for a fact that you're. Oh, yeah, I love mythology though. I love studying dead religions and weird and stuff like that, because I don't know why. I just find it fascinating as hell. It's like, people believe this. It's funny, and it's more about, because I love. It sounds really weird. I like symbolism.
Yeah,
I like finding out where it comes from. Like, okay. It's how things. It's everything. The ancient world, religions and everything, mythology, laid the foundations to the symbolism that we all use today and what we socialise today. Yeah. It's all just because basically when Christianity happened, they were like, there's this pagan festival. We'll just make it a Christian festival and say it's this done. Right, next one.
Yeah.
What does the devil look like? There's a Roman god with goat legs. That's it. That's the devil. Right, next one. It's literally just, that's all it is.
Yeah. It's very cool. And your mythology questions, as you said, you smashed. That was the quiz you beat me on, the one with that round in. Yeah. And I mean, I loved it. There was a serial killer round as well.
Yeah, I wasn't good at that one.
Or that I got, was it 9 out of 12 or whatever it was?
That was the round that. That was the round you could have beat me on.
Yeah, that was where I should have pulled ahead. I just didn't know enough of everything else. But yeah, we both love learning. We both absolutely love quizzes. So
I was also impressed you knew because the quiz that I did had there were specialised subjects for each person.
Yes.
Joel's specialised subject was Pokemon, and his question to get him out, he knew. I was actually rather impressed.
Yeah, you put an extra hard question in just for me. It was what was based, what was Nine Towns based off of. It's the Japanese fox god in mythology. I can't remember its name right now.
Kitsune.
Yeah, Katsune, something like that. I called it cervix the other day because when I was trying to talk to my brother and I was like, wait, it's not called cervix.
No, that's not.
It's not the word. Katsune makes more sense. I love that. Gen 1 Pokemon, quiz me on anything. Write a question in the comments. I'll smash it.
But you can't Google it. You got. If you answer them, you gotta have your brother there to make sure. If you do a video,
I'll write the answer. I'll just write the answer in and then just Google it afterwards if I see. But I'll write my initial answer in. I think that's just that was like the main things I was super interested in. What would your specialist subject be if you were to do a quiz? Because we didn't get yours before, did we?
My specialised subject.
What was your? Was it called Mastermind? What was your Mastermind subject? Because mine would be general Pokemon for sure.
It would probably be the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Or
so episode 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6. If I had to pick one specifically, it'll probably be episode 5. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Very cool.
It's as a piece of cinema. I know it's sci-fi and it's a Star Wars movie, but as a piece of cinema, I generally think it's brilliant. It's one of the few cases where you got two stories happening at the same time, and they work. You work alongside one another so well. You got Luke with the peace thing. You got Han with the trying to outrun the Empire. One's knowing about peace and everything else, and you got Han basically like, I'm being shot. I'm gonna bloody die. it's like polar opposites of two worlds.
Yeah.
Also, it's one of the few scenes ever where normally there's when it, like anyone's seen Lord of the Rings, everyone would know that Lord of the Rings follow a very basic thing. The story starts, and then at the end there's a big sort of battle. That's the general makeup of most stories. Empire Strikes Back is one of the first rare movies where the big sort of fight scenes in the first arc is the end of the first arc. So they did it. They on purpose did it back to front. So like, basically what happened was this: after the success of Star Wars: A New Hope, they're like, guys, we've got money. We can do shit.
Do whatever the hell we want.
we can do what we want, and people will love it. And let's be fair, they were right.
Yeah. I think number 5 is my favourite.
It's definitely the best film.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, but I do love it.
It's also George Lucas's least favourite.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool fact. Another one for the quiz. Add it in.
If you listen to the podcast, there was a lot. We did do both our quizzes, hosted questions out on the podcast.
Yes. It was funny that me and Sean dropped answers to each other, because then we helped each other in our own quizzes, which is very funny. And because we offered it to our mates, we said, "Oh, you should listen to the podcast." And then as soon as we said the questions, we were like, "If you listen to the podcast, you'd have known that." And some of them did.
Yeah.
But some of them didn't.
And they were annoyed. They were angry.
Yeah. And screw yourselves. Listen to our podcast.
You're meant to be our friend. I mean, come on.
I know this isn't for everyone, but we really do appreciate it again.
Yeah, but if you're a friend and you don't listen to us, you're dead to me.
I can't wait for the next. Neither of us are doing a quiz for a while now, so so we can't hint any more questions, unfortunately.
We could always host one. We could always do like for our 50 download fans. We could always host one.
Do you know what? That would actually be really sick. You know, we could do a Twitch live stream quiz and just post it onto our Facebook and Instagram, everything. Should we? We'll talk about it after this podcast, and
definitely.
We can talk. We can look at it next time.
I had an idea, guys. This is the rare thing. You should all drink in celebration.
Do it, everyone. I've already finished off my first drink. Everyone, get on theirs. We can talk about that, and possibly we'll host a quiz for you lads.
Boom.
Anyway, I think let's say quickly. Actually, one funny thing. Did you hear about Donald Trump talking about injecting antibacterial or was it? But not bleach. He didn't say bleach, but everyone keeps saying bleach. Antibacteria into your veins.
I mean, I can forgive someone for not having a medical background and making himself look a bit like an idiot, but I mean,
He's the most powerful man in the world with so many advisors. How did that get past anyone?
Exactly. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get how he can get that. No, I don't get how that can happen. It's a bit stupid. I mean, a bit. It is stupid.
Yeah, USA now have the highest deaths out of the world, a quarter of the total population of COVID-19.
And people are not
50K.
happy. And people in America are not happy, and they want to protest.
Yeah. Well, did you see the clip? Oh my God, there's an amazing clip of the mayor of Las Vegas, and she's being interviewed, and she says, "I would like I'd like Las Vegas to open back up. We would like to be the placebo effect or the first entry trial back into population and see if it does spread or not in population." And everyone's like, "It does. There's research that says it does. There's no need to do new testing."
New York proves it does. New York,
she's so ignorant.
China.
The whole interview is amazing. They go, "Oh look, this is how it spreads in a restaurant in China. Like, this is exactly what happens." And she goes, "But that's China, not the USA." It's like, but we're all human. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
You may have different cultures, but your body function still works the same way.
Yeah,
It's
amazing. It's a great interview.
I can't remember. This was a little while ago, and I didn't bring it up because we were trying to stay on the more happier side. But did you hear what the leader of the state of Florida happened? That they did like a conference thing and everything else. Did you see what happened in that?
No.
Oh, God, it basically a woman. I think a woman's in charge. Don't hold me against that. I'm not. American politics does interest me, but at the same token, it doesn't interest me because there's a lot of people in there that go, "How the hell did you get in that position?"
Yeah.
Which, in all fairness, it's generally what I say a lot about our own politics. How the hell did you become an MP? How did you not get told that? No, you're too dumb. Just leave.
How did you become a prime minister? I love Boris Johnson. That's before that comes out.
Yeah. To be fair, I pretty much say that with every single leader I've had since memory. How the hell did you become leader?
Yeah, it's just a funny joke at this point, isn't it?
But she basically there's a guy in there who basically he ripped this woman to shreds, like full on. Yeah, he was basically like, there's people who are staying at homes and everything else, and you told them, and because people haven't paid their money because they'd be told to be stay at homes because of COVID-19. You took away their electricity, you took away their power and everything else. He basically full on ripped into them.
Oh wow! So what this person was like? Was she a leader of Florida, or she was like a part of an energy company?
No, I think she was a leader of Florida, but because she had
governess or
she was governess or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know I don't know. I actually don't know how it works. You got president and then Congress.
I think it's governors of every state. I think like Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California. I think he had the most power. And the Vegas mayor doesn't get any power because the governor of Vegas has said, actually, she's an idiot. Don't let us be a test subject.
All right, fair
so
enough.
I think it's governor.
Okay, cool. Are you sure
Yeah.
Las Vegas is a state?
Vegas, that's a city in Arizona.
There we go. So, okay. You said governor. You said governess of Vegas. I was like,
Oh, sorry, mayor of Vegas. Sorry, mayor of the city. Arizona. Governor of Arizona.
Yeah,
okay.
I just want to make sure because for a fact that YouTube is gonna be like, actually.
Yes, yeah, I get the comment straight away. Good pick up.
Taking a mick out of you English trash taking a mick of our culture. Me. Don't worry.
Good pick up there.
Yeah, if we are going to take them for country, let's make sure we do it correctly.
I've just opened my second drink.
Is this your rum?
This is a very weird rum. I won this before, and it's the German Rum Festival in 2013, Berlin. It won first place. It's called La Bordenas lemongrass rum. I don't drink rum. I'm not a massive fan. It was just in the cabin. I won it. I thought it was funny. I'll give it a go. But I was going to try it straight. I've got Coke here just in case I don't like it straight. But I thought it'd be rude to drink such a nice rum not straight. So I'm going to just give it a sip.
And he takes a sip, and his face is still straight. It's still normal. It's still okay.
Oh, you know what? That's actually pretty sick.
Okay, I'm actually disappointed. I'm sure everyone else is as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I was expecting to have a worse reaction and be like, well, that's rank. Let me pour it in my Coke. Actually, that's quite nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised how nice that is. Okay, cool. That's probably the best rum I've ever had.
Well, it did win a prize.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was a pleasant surprise. Anyway.
Well, that was disappointing. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
Just throw my pencil across the table like, damn it.
I was expecting to not like it and make a bigger reaction as well, but that is very pleasurable. Yeah. Labondanis. Fusion. Lemongrass. I don't know, that's what it says in the bowl. If anyone wants to drink it, that's really nice.
Wow.
Anyway, and one last thing before we go on the Would You Rathers, because I feel like we're getting up to the hour.
Yeah.
COVID-19 as well. I've only realised this the other day, because UK has just gone over 20,000 deaths. Do you know that is the full capacity of the O2 Arena?
That's a lot, man.
So if you filled on like the biggest gigs, everyone in there instantly dying is what has happened to the UK. That is insanity. It put it into perspective a little bit more for me.
Yeah, and people are still. I know people are fed up. I'm fed up. Everyone's probably fed up with this goddamn thing. But it's the way it is. I don't want to say you can get used to everything, because you can get used to everything. I said before, I feel the people who are stuck in a flat with no access to any fields or any type of park or anything like that, they're the people I really do feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Especially ones with kids. God damn, that must drive you up the wall.
Yeah.
The kids must be driving up the wall.
Definitely. I bet everyone's losing it. But, I mean, just stay inside. Don't, like, I've gone out for bike rides and seen large families just sort of sunbathing, and I'm like, please don't. It is, just go back inside. Sunbathing isn't worth, yeah. I mean, I've seen there for sort of, I've stopped for a breather on my bike for 5-10 minutes, and they're still there after I leave, and they were there before I got there. And I'm like, you guys are pretty nutty. Like, just stay inside. Like, do your exercise, get back home.
Where we are as well, you have a garden.
Yeah.
We're lucky enough to live in an area. Not everyone has access to a garden and everything else, because different living conditions and everything else. Mm-hmm. But we're lucky enough to have gardens, so just sunbathe in your garden.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't have the biggest garden in the world, but I have a garden. I can sunbathe in there if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the health people are not saying these things because they're stupid. They know what they're doing roughly. It's
roughly.
Well, no, everything they're doing is an educated guess. They don't. It's a very, very strict, very smart, educated guess.
Mm. No, you're 100% right. We sort of understand how contagious it is, but as it's still quite a new virus, we're not 100% sure on how it evolves. Just stay safe.
Yeah, just stay safe. Just
stay inside. Stay safe.
Don't listen to any idiot on the internet. Don't listen to Will Smith. Don't listen to any celebrity or anything. Just listen to doctors. Listen to people who know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
Not Donald Trump.
Not Donald Trump. Do not inject sunlight or antibacteria into your veins or get it into your body, whatever
sunlight
it was.
One got me. I was like, sunlight? Really? Sunlight? You gotta...
Just
how can you put
get
sunlight
it in your body?
You said sunlight is a good way to fight the virus. Can we put that in the body somehow? That seems interesting. No.
Yeah.
I don't...
Sure. Does he know what the sun is? Like, I don't... Sunlight. It's not like, we can put light in. Well, I don't understand. Like, it's so baffling, that point. Like, what does he even mean? What does he even mean? It's so funny. Yeah, so should we kick off a Would You Rather?
Yeah.
The last ones were quite dark.
Is it going to be would I rather have bleach or sunlight in my body?
That would have been great. I wrote these too long ago that unfortunately that wasn't the case.
Oh, mine's no sunlight.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, he's not wrong, is he? If you inject bleach into your body, if you kill the host, you kill the virus. The virus can't survive.
Technically, he is right.
Yeah, I think it would work.
Yeah.
That was, again, a joke. No one inject bleach in their body. Yeah. Feel like we have to, warning that.
Yeah, don't. As I said, follow people who know what they're talking about. Me and Joel really do not know what we're talking about. We host a podcast where the main concept is this whole podcast is an excuse for me and Joel just to drink.
Yes.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's just an excuse to drink and talk about rubbish, and that's it. That's it, really. That's the podcast.
Mildly educated rubbish. We do our research, sort of. I remember the first few episodes where it was funny that we just would start throwing out facts with no research whatsoever. We actually research before the podcast now, so these are verified facts most of the time.
Yeah, we research very badly in my case, but we do research.
Yeah, that's all right. That's why, to be honest, you got the next film. That was a good hosting point that I forgot. So big up you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not completely useless.
You are not.
Just mostly.
My good friend. Just mostly. Yeah. 85%. You got that 15. Yeah, the last ones were quite dark, and people enjoyed them, but I thought I'd lighten up slightly. I feel like I'll kind of mix it and match it. Dark, non-dark.
I think you always do... I feel like you always do one dark and one lighthearted.
Okay, I can definitely start doing that. One, deep one.
Yeah.
One Brit Briar. Okay, yeah, no, you know what? From next week, that will be the case.
Sweet.
But
just talk about just work out the dynamic on the podcast. Well, on the podcast.
Yeah,
if people can't figure out, me and Joe are massively unorganized about this.
We wing this heavily. I rearranged the time for this podcast 4 times with Sean, and he just went, well, I'm not doing anything else, just tell me when you're ready. I had to keep pushing around because I was all over the place. Just doing a lot of other stuff. So thank you again.
Yeah, the process of this podcast is that as long as it ends up going up on Monday, I don't think neither of us really care what happens. As long as it goes up on Monday, at some point.
That's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Oh God. Okay.
You got a whole day. You can literally upload it at 11 o'clock. It'd be fine. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, I just schedule it. I usually schedule it for 5 p.m. every time I upload it. So 5 p.m. Monday is what the aim is. We should probably record on a Saturday if that's going to continue being the case. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so this is why we give ourselves 30 minutes to do a Would You Rather, because we just do this.
We just talk utter rubbish.
Correct. This rum is delicious. I'm smashing through it very quickly. It's only 50 milliliters, but I'm getting through it very quickly.
Well, I'm very jealous because I actually would like some, and I'm pretty certain it's not going to survive the lockdown, is it?
Nah, it's not going to survive the next 10 minutes. Would you rather? Are you ready, boy?
Yeah, go.
Would you rather be drunk 5 days a week or never again?
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
I'm surprised. I'm actually slightly ashamed that I answered it that quickly. But yeah, God, man, I like being drunk.
You like being drunk, but how would you work?
But the answer
if you're hammered, you can't go to work.
Well, no. What happens in that case is that, Joe, is that I would be a bum. The podcast will be my work.
True, and a very drunken podcast at that. It could be quite funny.
People's wishes will be granted.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'll throw back as well. But so wait, that was very quick. There's no dossing around there. You just be
what was your answer?
Hey, what do you mean? I would never be drunk again. I like my alcohol, but 5 days a week, you're an alcoholic lunatic at that point. No way. I would just not drink ever again.
Yeah, but Bants though.
But for Bants, I agree for Bants, but for me it's definitely.
I just want to. I feel like I should clarify.
No clarification. No clarification.
Okay, I'll stick with my joke Bants answer. I was like, yeah,
5
days a week.
Yeah, 5 days a week. So you have 2 days. You have 2 days to recover, and you'll be fine.
I'll be 2 days, but I just don't want to go outside.
Yeah, then you feel super hungover. But
no way,
2 days.
Leave me alone.
If you could work during those 2 days, that'd be perfect.
So basically, I'll work in a cafe.
Yeah, that'll do.
Boom.
I'll let you choose whichever days. I mean, if you wanted it to be like two random days or 2 days together, I'll let you choose that. I'm just thinking 5 full days drunk. God, you'd just be a mess. That'd be horrible.
Oh no, it would be. The thing is, your liver would give out before you actually do anything meaningful.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You die real quick, right?
Yeah, I know my family are turtles, but I don't think my family can defeat liver disease.
Yeah. How long do you reckon you could last?
I don't know.
Drinking 5. Go on.
I don't. I've got good genes, but I don't think. I don't know. My genes are not that good. My genes can't.
Yeah.
because you're 5 days a week. Because let's be honest, alcohol, as much as I like it and you like it, it's generally just poison. That's the reaction I wanted for the rum.
That kicked a little bit. That one kicked. That sip really did hit me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It is poison, and it will just keep adding up, won't it?
Yeah, 6 years.
Oh, 10? Are you serious? In my brain, I was like, 5 days a week, like 5 days a week every week. I was thinking you'd last like 6 to 12 months.
And in all fairness, that's probably more of a realistic. Ooh, no, it depends.
I think your liver would just give up, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think varies per person. Oh, I just put the rest of it. I think I drank about half, and then I put the rest of it in Diet Coke, and it's delicious. It's really delicious.
See, that's how I normally drink rum. Out of interest, if anyone here is from the West Indies, how do you drink rum? Because I can't. I think you just do. I believe they just drink it purely straight. I don't know if they actually drink it with anything. I think they just drink it straight. They're not even with a little bit of water or a little bit of ice. I think they just drink it pure straight.
Write in the comments.
I don't know.
Throwback to last week's. Would you be a clown or be homeless? One person looked at it. Yeah, we said this. One person looked into this. And a clown earns an average in America of $65,000 a year. That sounds alright. I don't know if that's like what sort of clown. Yeah, I don't know. They also rodeo clowns, as in the ones that like run around and get hit by balls all the time. $85,000 a year.
Yeah, but Joel, you're being hit by a ball.
Also, yeah, but is that not a way to live your life?
No, you're being hit by a ball.
What happens if you don't get hit? What happens if you're like the ball dodger? You're like dodgeball all the time.
Yeah, but what happens when What happens when you start getting old and a bit slower and you? And the ball hits you?
And your bones are fragile. The ball hits you hard.
Yeah. What happens when you have a dodgy hip?
Yeah, I mean, I did say clown for life, so I don't think you can retire.
No.
Yeah,
That's it.
So that is How long could you survive as a rodeo clown? I guess you live your best life on your 85 grand until you're 40 and you get hit by a ball and you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm still not. Is that better than being homeless?
I'll tell you what though, I think there is a guy in the Wild West who made a name for himself because he could wrestle a cow, like a full-blown bull, to the ground, and he was like 5 foot something. He was like really small. He could like wrestle a bull to the ground.
Oh wow! What just like?
He figured out a way. He figured like a technique that worked every single time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The guy was for the technique to work. You have to be built like a shit brick house. It's you have to be strong as hell. But this guy, he found a way to take down a bull with just his bare arms, which is insane.
That is insane, and
I believe
I haven't fact checked it.
But
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll Google it. We'll Google
you guys
it
Google it. You guys Google it.
We'll Google it after the podcast and we'll be like, I know nothing, or who knew I knew that? That'll be a good pub. That'll be a good pub quiz.
That would be a good pub quiz. If you find out his name, I mean, no one would ever know it. I'd never even heard of that, but funny to give you a really hard question. Second question. Would you rather wet yourself in public once a month or poo yourself in private daily?
So I either pick embarrassment,
yes,
or a deep dark secret.
Yes. So when you're at home at some point, you just like you're in private and you poo yourself and you're like, gotta go change. Or in public once a month. So one's daily, the other peeing yourself in public once a month, but it is in public.
I think I'll go the private option. It's rank as hell. I'm gonna need to buy I'll end up need to buy so many pants.
Oh, you could buy adult diapers, couldn't you? I'm not saying that's not an option. No. Obviously, that's pricey, but you could do that.
I'm 25. I don't want to buy adult diapers for that accident that happens once a day. Once a day.
Well, I mean, it could happen at any time during the day. It's in private. It's always in private.
Yeah, I'll just rather carry a spare pair of pants. I mean, how much are pants in Primark? £1?
I did. Yeah, I bet you could get a pack of 5 for a tenner or something.
Yeah,
Probably
exactly.
£2. But yeah. Okay. Are you? Wait. So that's it. You're set on that.
Well, yeah, because you won't have. Yeah, because there's so many instances where peeing yourself will be just the most embarrassing thing in the world. Imagine if you're chatting up a bird, you're like, it's all going great, and all of a sudden you just go like, there's a wet patch.
Yeah, I see that. But it's only once a month, and who cares really?
Everyone.
But I reckon you could pull it off a lot of the time. Like if you just carried around, because it could happen any time in the month. Let's say, I reckon you could just carry a pair of pants around, as you said, and just do a quick change. You like it always happens in public, and you're like, all right, cool, just got a quick change.
Yeah,
I would go for that.
It will show.
I would. Yeah.
It's not
but
just...
you can if you just. I would go for that yourself in public. One, I don't think I'd care as much anyway. And putting yourself sounds awful every day.
So the person who just announced that he really cares about his public appearance will go for peeing in public.
Yes, because I would just carry a spare pair of shorts and underwear. And I mean, obviously you would stink of pee for a while because your bag would, whatever, or you'd throw it away. I don't know what you'd wear. And if you're in a club, it's not ideal.
This is a terrible question. This is an awful... What goes through your mind? I mean, are you okay, Joel?
I love that you've asked that a few times now.
Are you okay? Is everything okay at home? Do you... This is a safe place to talk about it.
Yeah.
Clearly, for the public to hear.
I would pee myself in public once a month. I would hate to poo myself every day. That sounds awful.
I mean, I don't want to do either, but you give me a one or the other.
Yeah, 100% I am.
And it's like, why would you... What happens in your head to think of this question? Did you poop yourself one day and you were like, this could be a good question?
Yeah, but it was in private, and then I peed myself in in public, and I was like, what was worse?
In the queue, in the quarantine queue for Tesco, you're like, I just peed myself. Well, it's either this or shit. It's either this or that poop I did in private later.
later today.
Earlier even.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just don't think it's as bad. I don't think I would care that much.
You would if you was chatting to a bird. If you was chatting to a bird and you was really, it was going fantastically well, and all of a sudden you just, what if she's, you get a bit fruity and she's hold down holds your junk, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, someone's happy to see me. Oh, no, that's not pre-cum. That's just urine. Think about the most worst point.
I'm just trying to think. If someone's holding my junk, that's probably in private. I doubt that's in public.
Yeah, but it's more than one person.
What do you mean? What if I'm are you saying I'm getting a threesome?
No, there's more than one person means public. If there's two people.
No. I see what you mean. If I'm in my house with this, or around this other person's house, that's private though. That's in a house. That's in a behold, right? That's not.
Yeah, but does the terms
in public means out?
Yeah, but does the terms and conditions recognise that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's out and about. Like if you're at work, that's in public still.
Okay, so.
But I'm saying if you're in your house, in house is private, or when you're by yourself.
I might be revealing too much of myself, but you've never been to a nightclub and got a bit fruity and been touched up.
In public, in the club?
Yeah, at some point.
No.
No, neither have I.
I'm a Christian boy.
Oh, like hell you are.
Yeah. I mean, I am Christian, but that's not the thing I was going for.
I thought you were COV.
Yeah, Church of England. That's Christian, right? That's Christian. Well, it's Protestant, which is Christian is the umbrella term. Protestant and Catholic are two different branches of Christian.
I don't know. I really, honestly, I don't even know why I tried to correct you. I really don't care.
All right. Yes, I'm a Protestant boy, but no, I have that. Obviously not the reason, but no, I've never got. Did you say fruity with someone in a club?
Yeah, I don't know why I said fruity. You ever get kinky in a club?
Quite funny. No, I have not. I have not, unfortunately. No. It sounds like you have, and I would love to hear the story.
No.
I love that. I love putting you on the spot like that. You were so bad. Anyway, I think that's us. That's it.
I think so too.
Thank you so much for watching episode 11, lads and lasses, obviously. It's been a pleasure. We'll be talking about doing a pub quiz. Listen out for the next podcast. We'll speak more about it, and we'll speak to you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.